All right. Shalom, shalom. Keepers of sheep, back on the highways and byways, prophesying the downfall of America, aka Babylon the Great. We are the Hebrew Israelites, prophesying to the Hebrew Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, before we begin, we'd like to first start off by giving all praise, all honor, and all glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, Shalom, and Shalom, so hopefully that. All right, today's camp title will be Summer Draweth Nigh. All right, and I got this title through the Spirit of Power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, coming from Matthew 24, Matthew 24 and 32. If I'll read it real quick, because basically, you know, as the seasons change, all right, the spiritual seasons change, all right. So not only on a physical level, because like, you know, right now we're in a new year or whatever, all right. You got your new life in the earth, all right. As far as you know, the plants, even some of the what's like the hibernation season, all right. You got things being born, all right. You got men being born, all right. And not on a corner level, but on a spiritual level, you got men being born, all right. So I'm gonna grab this real quick just to further prove that. It says Matthew 24 and 32, and it reads, "Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When his branch is yet tender and putteth forth leaves, ye know that summer is nigh." All right, so we know summer is nigh, and summer is referring to what? The day of the Most High, the day of the Lord, right? The return of the Son, Yahweh Shai. And that day is not gonna be a day everybody look forward to, but ultimately the elect is looking forward to that day. All right, you know, in the world, all right, when summer come around, people looking forward to what? The late nights, all right, the loose clothes, the vacations, all right, you know, the kids out of school, but ultimately the elect is looking for what? Salvation. All right, we looking for heavenly bodies, all right, heavenly heart and a mind, right? We looking for new life, man. All right, but again, on a quarter sense, the world is looking for what? To live on in wickedness, right? Brother, got something?
Yeah, right here, you know, basically, you know, how it's saying, Matthew's, back to Matthew 24, right? How the brother said, you know, when we see this, we know in summer, meaning, you know, that return, how about Yahweh Shai, that time coming, right? And that's why Yahweh Shai said to Matthew 16, right? He said, I'll start at verse 1, he said, the Pharisees also, the Sadducees came to desire him that he should show them a sign from heaven. He answered and said to them, when it is evening, he said it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning, it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but you cannot discern the signs of times. So as this prophecy coming to pass, right, these things coming to pass, we starting to see it. You know what I'm saying? Like brother saying, you know, we spiritually seeing the season change, right? We spiritually seeing brothers being woken up, brothers being sifted out. We seeing all these things is coming, right? And these things gonna come to pass. Even with, you know, prophecy going on, you know, with Trump obviously doing all these things, that nature, things going on around us, but you know, us having the spirit, the ones who want to know, we can see these things spiritually, to see these times come to pass, right? These season changes. But it's saying, y'all see, oh, it's spring, now I get to put on this, put on that shoe. We seeing this summer coming up, we trying to put on that whole armor we help us see how shot. We ain't worried about no new clothes. We ain't worried about none of that other stuff, right? We learn about getting getting closer to Yahweh shot, right? Because even Matthew 24, even as it said, right? In verse 33, it says, so likewise, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors, right? See, the door is what? You know, that door to get to Yahweh Shah, but you only can come through Yahweh Shah. So when his return comes, if you ain't out here doing the righteous work, doing the righteous thing, and when these things coming to pass, and you still out here moving like that old man, you ain't put off that old man yet. Hey, he told you, man, I come, my reward is with me to everyone of his work, paraphrasing. Right, and then also Luke 13, right? What he said, you feel me? Hey, when the master closed that door up, you know what I'm saying? These times coming to pass, right? That door slowly closing, man. You know what I'm saying? When Jesus changed things of that nature, all these things come to pass, man. You gotta be spiritual, man. You gotta see it, right? Because when that door closes up, there ain't gonna be no, oh, I ain't understand. What he say, man? You can look at the sky and see the weather, but you can't see these things coming to pass and understand it. But
I'm gonna read this right quick, just because you brought up, how we must go through Yahweh Shah, man. So you can't come up another way. Right? The scriptures tell you the same as a thief in the robber, man. Because people they try to, especially people who say I'm spiritual. They're like, I don't believe in this, but I believe in spirituality. Like they trying to come into this thing of their own selves. That's the only way you can get into what people call heaven. You know what I'm saying? The kingdom of heaven. That's the only way you can get into it. You have to come through Yahweh Shah. You can't get to the Father by yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's why we pray Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. Yahweh being the Father, Hashem in the name, Yahweh Shah the Son. Right? You have to come in the name of Yahweh Shah because He's the only one that can get to Him. Right? You the things that you've done in this lifetime, your works, you know what I'm saying, the wickedness that you have committed, you're too filthy to get into the presence of the Father. Right? That's why you must go through Yahweh Shah. That's the whole point. Right? That's the whole reason he did what he did for us. This is John 10, and let's start at 6. Well, that's 7. Straight to the point. It says, "Then said Yahweh Shah unto them again, Verily, verily, I say unto you, I am the door of the sheep." Right. So you have to go through Yahweh Shah. Right. You know the sheep is who? Israel. Right. He's the door. Right. You must walk through that door because again, you try to go around the gate, you try to go some other way. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna make it through. Right. Verse 8. It says, "All that ever came before me, they came before me are thieves and robbers, but the sheep did not hear them. I am the door. By me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved, and shall go in, shall go in and out and find pasture." Right. So that's the only way. You must go through that door. Right. That's the only way you're gonna find that the peace. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way you're gonna find that safety, that shelter. Right. That's the only way that you're gonna get saved. Right. Because it says and find pasture. Right. And speaking of a sheep, a pasture. That's that's green grass. That's heavenly to a sheep. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way we can receive that through Yahweh Shah.
Like you said, dealing with the names, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, being that Yahweh Shah, meaning that, He saves, He delivers. So, like you said, if you coming through Him, obviously you coming to be saved, you coming to be delivered, right? And now, I was just gonna say, going back, dealing with the seasons, like I'm at the title of hand, dealing with, summer drawing now, you gotta understand the prophecies are just like the seasons, okay, of course, winter is cold. All right, fall is cold, in springtime it started to heat up. So these prophecies are just like the seasons. You may have a cold season in prophecy, and you're gonna have a summertime prophecy, meaning it's gonna be on fire. All right, meaning the MOTB can come tomorrow, Jacob Trouble can come tomorrow, and when it comes, it's gonna be hot. All right, then it'll die back down, or then it'll heat back up. Right? The Lord deals with a balance. The Lord is unpredictable. It wouldn't be prophecy if we could say, okay, well, this will happen tomorrow, and this will happen on Tuesday, and this will happen on the 14th.
Just a quick precept again, talking about that door. This precept came to me when he was reading, right, and he said, "No man coming to that door, but through how about Yahweh Shah, right?" So it's Revelations 3, and I'm gonna start at verse 20, right? He says, "Behold, I stand at the door." Right. So what is that door? Right. That door is our minds, right? Standing at our minds, right? He said, and knock, right? How does He knock? Giving us this knowledge of truth, giving us this understanding, right? Revelations, right? Revelations 12 and 11. Yeah, we over. So like I read it in Revelation 12 and 11, and they overcame Him by the blood of the Lamb, by the word of their testimony, and love not their lives to death. Right? What is that testimony? Right? That testimony is the spirit of prophecy, understanding the seasons, understanding these times come to pass. Right? But He give us that knowledge, to understand these things by what? Through the spirit of Yahweh Shah, that comforted, right? Not in our mind, giving us this understanding of this truth, right? But going back to Revelation 3 to keep reading on, right? It says, "If any man hear my voice and open the door," right? So, us hearing His voice is what? Through these scriptures, man, right? What He say? He says, "I will come to him and I will sup with him and he with me," right? That sup, meaning, the short word for supper. The truth like unto a meal, man. in Ezekiel, right? He said you got to eat the whole roll, right? So we got to eat the whole roll. We got to get this whole knowledge, right? So we don't be hypocrites and not be able to discern the times, be able to discern the things when things are changing. You know what I'm saying? So we can withstand the seasons too, right? Because hey, when it get cold, right, is you gonna be able to withstand? Is you gonna be able to keep going? Is you gonna be able to strive, right? You know what I'm saying? And when you see prophecies coming to pass, right? It can be a lot of hypocrites, man. You know, brothers can have this knowledge and when things going good, they get the world. They move around in the world and things of that nature. But as soon as they start seeing like, oh, I remember when we watched the video and when the elder said this, oh boy, things getting deeper. Hell nah, man. When it's cold, you still gotta be hot. And when it's hot, you still gotta stay on fire, man. You gotta keep going through all the tribulation and affliction that come with this thing, man. You can't be in and out of it, right? Because hey, once again, you know, he said he come with his reward, man. It's according to your works, according to what you do, right? And we know Yahweh outside judgments are righteous, so you can't be mad when he come, right? And you try to get in that door, you know, like even Matthew 24 talk about, like the days of Noah, man. You come knocking on that, you ain't gonna be no getting in, because you playing around with it, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, things looking good, sunny, sun out. You know what I'm saying? You out and about, right? As soon as things get a little hard, rain fall down. Now you trying to return back. Now you trying to get in because you done seen that before. You done heard the elders talk about this before. Nah, man, it ain't that, man. You gotta stay in it. Cause once he give you this truth, this knowledge, it's for us to stir up. It's for us to get out here on these highways and byways and give warning, right? It's a warning because why? We see these times. See, most people ain't gonna see it yet, but that's why he got his watchmen. He got his servants. You know, his prophet. The elders teach us things, going back through the spirit, how about the elders, the elders and the apostles, GMS, man, 100% true. We out here on the highways and byways giving out this warning. Because people don't see these things, right? We talking about something right now in a carnal sense, right? Look at all these people out here walking around, scrollers, everybody happy, holly jolly, right? But they don't even understand the prophecies coming to pass. Why? They don't got that spirit. You know, they don't got that understanding to see these things. They can't discern the times, right? They thinking it's just good times. Got it.
I was gonna read this just because we have brought up a quick point. This is Psalm 9 and 16. It says, "The Lord is known by the judgment which He executed. The wicked is snared in the work of His hands." Right? Higgah and Salah. Right. So I only brought this out because, like you said, man, when you go through things, you gotta understand. This is all of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, right? This is a trial. This is a test run. You know what I'm saying? You gotta prove yourself to the Most High because you're not proven yet, right? You know what I'm saying? You can easily go off at any point in time, right? You gotta understand the things that come to you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, these are tests, right? You must be. That's why the scriptures tell you must be a soldier. Right? You must be a good soldier, right? A soldier's gonna do what? You know what I'm saying? In the face of war, soldiers, adversity is gonna be, you know, constantly surrounding you. You know, you might be seeing somebody get blown up this way. Your best buddy might have got shot. You know what I'm saying? 2 days ago. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? You gotta keep on pushing because there's a goal at hand. It's the same thing with this truth, right? You know what I'm saying? There might be bumps in the road, so you might lose your job. Your girl might be pissing you off. You might have lost your car. You might have lost your job. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? You gotta keep pushing, right? Because that's proving yourself. I was talking about right before the count, right? With the accounts of Job. Job went through hell and high water. You know what I'm saying? He went through everything, but guess what? He had his mind on one thing, and that's pleasing Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So he must be the same way, because what? He repaid Job, you know what I'm saying, doublefold, tenfold, right? That's the same thing that's going to happen to you. Like you brought out earlier, the reward is with Yahweh Shah, man. You know, he going to bring his reward with him. And you don't think it's worth it to endure, you know what I'm saying, whatever you may have to endure here, you know what I'm saying? Of course, it may be hard, but that's the point, you know what I'm saying? How that saying go? Anything worth having isn't easy to obtain. You know what I'm saying? If it was easy to do, everybody would do it. You know what I'm saying? But it's not how it works. You gotta work hard for Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. It's not something to be taken lightly.
That goes to, you know, I said the list on this elder apostle, elder apostle Gabar, elder apostle Gabar was talking about this, man. You know, being able to set the bitterness in this truth. A lot of brothers don't be able to set the business in the truth, man. When John his encounter with the angel, he was telling him, you know, he ate the book. And when he ate it, you know, his mouth was like honey, but when he swallowed it, it was bitter in his stomach, man. People don't be able to set the bitterness in this truth, man. Be able to set the things that come with it, right? They think it's gonna be holly jolly, think it's gonna be happy, right? Because shoot, it do get a little, you know what I'm saying? We got that faith, but it do get a little like, damn, like, man, we seeing this thing going on, and I'm seeing my people still just just going around like nothing happened, but they don't understand it, right? So it comes to where you gotta separate yourself. You gotta start hanging around brothers in the spirit, so that way y'all keep strengthening each other, right? You gotta separate from family, friends, all that nature. It's a lot of that come with it, man. But brothers don't be willing to make that sacrifice, man. That's why it says in Romans, man, we gotta be that living sacrifice, man. We gotta give it up, man. We gotta let everything go and just come to the truth holy, man. You know what I'm saying? Come to the truth, bottling the truth. You had said it good one time, it stuck with me, like, you know what I'm saying? If we that bride in the marriage, right? We don't want no woman who out here laying down with everything else. Yahushua don't want nobody dealing with all these other doctors, all these other ways, all these other things going on, man. We gotta be focused on our marriage right here with Yahushua. Focus solely on this, man. Focus righteously on this. Be locked in on this, right? Same way you be locked in on your woman, trying to get your woman right, make sure they got everything. We gotta be doing the same thing in the truth, doing the will, doing the works that Yahushua tell us to do, man.
So like you said, when you think about it, going to that bride, everything is a different way of life. You know what I'm saying? Any way that's not of the ways of Yahweh Shah is a different life. Not just philosophies, not just theories, not just religions. You know what I'm saying? Anything. When you love your woman more than you love Yahweh Shah, that's an idol. You love your car, your house, money, clothes, whatever. When you love these things, you put these things before Yahweh Shah, that's your idol. You worshiping that thing. You know what I'm saying? That also goes into that spiritual fornication, man. So it's anything. Don't think, I call on the names of Yahweh Shah, I'm not fornicating. No, it's anything. If you put anything above, you know what I'm saying, the Most High, you fornicating, man. You know what I'm saying? You laying in bed with other things. You laying in bed with things that you shouldn't have no part of. Did you have something on that point?
Nah,
Just bouncing off of a point that you made, people, again, you gotta be able to take, you know what I'm saying, rebuke, chastening, all these things. When you put at a lower state, you gotta learn to take that, right? You have to learn to endure through those things, and in honesty, you know what I'm saying, that's really the better way to be, right? Because you shouldn't be around here, especially in this place, Babylon. You shouldn't be constantly happy. You know what I'm saying? You should be constantly vexed. Right, you should look around and see a bunch of vexations, right? You should be constantly pondering, you know what I'm saying, the ways of Yahweh Shah, and seeing how this world that we live in, this nation, this, whatever the hell you want to call it, this kingdom that we're living in is completely contrary, right? But this is Ecclesiastes 7:2, right? It says, "It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting, for that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart," right? So it says that's the end of all men. When you around here all happy and jolly, going all these different places, you know what I'm saying, exploring and going out to eat, which we all do. But when that's all your life consists of, all you want to do is find a way to be happy, and you never think about Yahweh Shah. You never think about I need to do a lesson before I do this, or you just gotta. Like we were saying before camp again. It's a balance. Right, you can do certain things, but you gotta put other things first, right?
Real quick, because it's a spirit. Because I was meditating on this last night. I was asking myself, like, damn, do you really want things to get better? Like you said, we go through life. We set goals for ourselves, and we be wanting certain things, but you be like, damn, do you really want that? Like, is that really what you want? And in reality, it's not what you want, because when you get to certain levels, like you say, you start doing certain things, and these things distract you from the truth, or make you comfortable. It make you forget that you really in captive, that you really in hell. Like,
cause the scriptures tell you, it's a small thing for the Most High to give you some increase. Right? But you have to be able to balance it all. You know what I'm saying? Because like say you get a brand new car. Okay, cool, you got a brand new car. There's no sin in that. But is that taking up all your time? Now is that all you worry about? Now you going on joyrides, you know what I'm saying, when you could be doing lessons. It's all a balance. You gotta be able to enjoy things. Like you gotta think about it, right? The situation with King Solomon. King Solomon had everything. He had wisdom, he had riches. You know what I'm saying? If it was such a sin to you know what I'm saying, to have things, the Most High wouldn't have gave him that. But it's not. But you just gotta make sure you have a balance, right? You got to seek Yahweh Shah first, then these things will be good.
Quick precept. Proverbs 30:9, and it reads, it says, "At least I be." Hold on, I might want 8 verses. Proverbs 30 and I started at 8, and it reads, "Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me, lest I be full and deny thee, and say, Who is the Lord? Or lest I be poor and steal and take the name of my power in vain.
Even a point on that, I remember a while ago. That's one of my favorite scriptures because a while ago when I was in school, I was in school and I was getting back right in the truth, and Apostle Kabar had brought that out, and then he was talking about it, in the Lord's Prayer, the daily bread, right? Like Brother saying, having that balance, right? That's why we don't pray for the riches. We don't pray for all these things. We don't pray to get too low. We just pray for what's convenient for us, man. So we can stay balanced in this thing, right? So we can, through the spirit of Yahweh Shah, we understand that as long as we pray, do the will, do the work, He gonna provide us what we need. He gonna provide us what we want. That's why I say is pray without ceasing, man. People get hard and try to take everything to their own hand. Rent get bad or things get hard, in the household wise, people try to go on their own account, do their own thing, but we know men going to the Lord, you know what I'm saying? So if you're going to the Lord when things get hard, not when shit, you can't, and this thing too though, shit can't get hard and He put you in a position, then you just go right back into what you was doing. Now you gotta pray without ceasing. Don't stop. Even when the shit get good, even when the shit seem good, right? Even when He get you out of that situation that you in, you gotta continue to go on, right? Because if not, you're gonna fall right back down and what you gonna do? Try to run back to Him. You know what I'm saying? He merciful, right? But at the same time, you're not dealing with that iniquity. So you're not dealing with that foolishness, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be consistent in this thing. That was a precept, but I got one as well, right? I was watching the Elders Apostle Torah Gabar lesson, right? And it was going into Revelation 11, right? He went up to verse 1, right? And I remember I was at work watching. I ended up doing a lesson on, talking about the temples, right? And I remember Elder Pastor Ramla had did a lesson. They was talking about the red heifer. These people down here, these foolish people talking about the red heifer was going into building the third temple. But that's foolishness, right? We know that the third temple, we are that temple that's being built, that spiritual temple that's being built, right? So this Revelation 11, right? At verse 1, it says, that was giving me a reed, right? So in the ancient time, a reed was like a measuring stick, right? He said, that was giving me a reed like unto a rod. And the angels stood saying, rise and measure the temple of Yahweh and the altar and them that worship, right? So that reed is Bible, man. The brothers, as we talk about, we gotta measure ourselves through these scriptures, man. You know what I'm saying? We can't get unfocused. We can't start thinking, I gotta go do that, I gotta go do that. And we gotta stay in these scriptures. As much as you buy these scriptures, when you increase wisdom, you're gonna increase sorrow for sure. But at the same time, when you increase wisdom, you getting more light, man. You're gonna be able to understand and deal with more things that's coming your way. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6, right? When you put your trust in Him, put your trust in His word, His truth, right? Guess what's gonna happen? He's gonna direct every step you need to go, right? Where the wind blow up, you don't know. Where the spirit goes, that's the same thing with the wind, right? The Most High gonna lead you wherever you need to go, man. You just gotta measure yourself through these scriptures. You gotta measure yourself with His knowledge, right? You can't be trying to measure yourself by how much money you got, how you gonna pay the bills next week, none of that thing. As long as you in the truth in His word, I promise you, man, Yahweh gonna provide what you need. Because if you're going through something, the Most High is putting you through that. He testing you, man. He's seeing what you gonna do, right? We just read Proverbs 30, verse 8, right? Verse 8 and 9, right? So what if I give him this? What if he get too high? Is he not gonna listen to me no more? Is he gonna stop doing the scriptures? Is he gonna stop coming to camp? Is he gonna stop doing his lessons? Is he always out of town? He always busy? Or what if I put him too low? Now is he finna go back out there in the streets? Or he finna go stealing? He finna go robbing people? What is he gonna do? You know what I'm saying? So you gotta measure yourself through the scriptures and have that faith, man. It's all goes to faith and fearing Yahweh Shah. Understand that He has the ultimate power, man. Yahweh has the ultimate power. He gonna direct and push everything, even with these prophecies, right? We gotta understand when He's promising everything. He's controlling everything, man. You know what I'm saying? He gives authority to Yahweh Shah to control everything down here, right? Yahweh Shah said in Revelation 1:18, right? When Yahweh Shah bring that judgment, He bring these things when things get hard. That's why He said, pray to me and I will ask the Father, right? So that comfort upon you when you pray to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, right? Things will come your way, but people don't pray. Y'all don't do none of that. Y'all don't pray. Y'all don't do none of these things. You definitely don't have the fear or the faith when Yahweh Shah. So your life be bumpy. You be up and down. You don't be consistent though. You be having that bumpy road. You know what I'm saying? But we know in this election, that bumpy road is part of it. Y'all got a bumpy road just because y'all make yourselves describe in a kingdom that's not yours. Right? That's why this shit be so hard for you. You don't see Esau going in and out. Esau be a crackhead for 20 years. That's the thing, you see him at a plant, a corporate job, change his whole life. You know what I'm saying? You see Jake can't do that because this ain't our kingdom, man. This ain't set for you, man. It ain't gonna be no good in it. Yeah, you got some Jakes who down there got it good, that you can say, but them Jakes gone, man. Look what them Jakes had to do to get that money, man. And they getting exposed for that daily. But,
this is Romans 12 and 16. It says, be of the same mind one toward another. Mind not high things, but condescend to men of low estate. be not wise in your own conceits, man. So again, mind not the high things, man. Especially, you know what I'm saying, the materials of life, you know what I'm saying? Because it don't matter. You got, I mean, Yahushua told us constantly, you know what I'm saying, these things they're gonna be destroyed. They're gonna when moth and rust doth corrupt, right? These things are gonna be destroyed. That's a part of the incorruptible crown, right? You not the incorruptible crown. That's a part of the corruptible crown, right? You gonna have people, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna praise you for that. They're gonna be like, oh, he got this, he got that. Cool, but guess what? That day, right, where the earth is going, where America is gonna burn it in fervent heat. You know what I'm saying? All that shit gonna be burnt up and melted away. And then what? Right? Like the scriptures tell you, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna cast gold and silver into the streets. It's not gonna do nothing for them. You know what I'm saying? Because in that day, the only thing that's gonna help you is the works that you did, right? The things that you did for your house, shot. So it says condescend to men of low estate. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, you know, be up. Like you said, we know it's about ups and downs, but you gotta stay level. You gotta stay stable. Right? You gotta stay again, keep it at a low state. You know, you gotta be chill. Don't be trying to crash out because I lost this house, I lost this car, I did this, I did that, and now you want to curse. Now you want to curse the Most High. No, man. You know, have the spirit of Job. You gotta understand this is what comes with it. You just must endure, right? It's the same. You gotta endure to the end.
And it's crazy. It's crazy you said it because just last night, like I was just thinking of the last night, like people still got that why me spirit, like why me? Why had it happen with me?
What was me?
Yeah, why was me? You feel me? But then when you come to the truth, you get to understand, like, come on, man. You know, your house shot laid. Come on, man. You think your house shot walking around like, why I gotta die? All these people around me, I don't want to put them on the truth. Why one of them can't die? Like, come on, man. You gotta think, man. Come on, man. You gotta be that. You gotta be that living sacrifice, man.
This is a precept. This is Isaiah 45 and 9. It says, "Woe to him that striveth with his maker," right? And that means that's that why me thing. You know, you question him. You trying to figure out why he doing it? Why this happened to me? Why it gotta be me? Why it can't be him? Why I can't have that? Why I can't have that? You know what I'm saying? You striving with your maker. And say, let the potsherds strive with the potsherds of the earth, right? So you know I can talk to the man, but you can't come to the Lord like that, right? It says, shall the clay say unto him that fashioneth thee, what makest thou? Or thy work hath he no hands? Woe unto him that saith unto his father, what begettest thou? Unto the woman, what hast thou brought forth? Right? I'll read in this verse. It says, thus saith the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, and his maker, ask me of things to come concerning my sons, and concerning the work of my hands command ye me. I have made the earth and created man upon it. I, even my hands, have stretched out the heavens, and all their hosts have I commanded. The point is, the point being, you know what I'm saying, you can't question those. He created you, so how can you question why this or why that? Why did he do this or why did he do that? That's, you know, this is the Most High movie. The Apostle Bar always said, you know, this is Yahweh's movie. You know what I'm saying? We all just actors in it. You know what I'm saying? You just better be glad that you got the part that you got, right? And that's being a prophet, right? As being a teacher of the words of Yahweh Shah.
And see, real quick, Jake don't understand. Once you like brother was going through before, like once you get this truth, you get the why. You get to understand why this and why that, because understand a lot of things you may not get right now, but eventually like, okay, that's why that had to happen, or that's why that had to happen. But you know, the Most High, he not everything. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. It's like everything connects. Everything has this happened had to happen so this could happen. That had to happen so this could happen. You know what I'm saying? You was born. You know what I'm saying? Like everything from the time. That's why I say the spirit of the prophet is subject to the prophet. From the time you was born, you was born and you was adopted, or you was orphanage off, or you feel me? You had a hard life, or you feel me? You was born to a white family. And you found this truth. Blah blah blah. Whatever it may be, it happened so you can get this truth, or so you can whatever.
I got a good precept, right? It's 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 17. It says, pray without ceasing, man. Right? You know how you watch movies, and they be shooting out, they be like, cease fire. And you stop. So you gotta pray without stopping, man. Pray without ceasing, man. Right? It says, everything give thanks. For this is the will of Yahweh and Mashiach, Yahweh Shah, concerning you. Same thing the brother just said. You feel me? You gotta understand. You know what I'm saying? This the will how about shout what he said for you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta like brother brought out earlier. You feel me? When you brought to the Lord's state, you gotta accept that, man. You gotta take it cheerfully, right? Because like he said, like I also said earlier, it ain't nothing for the Most High to increase you, man. So therefore, if you question, oh man, why I'm going through that? Come on, what you think the Most High? He can't give you nothing more, right? Because if he can't handle this, why well, like giving them more, right? Because if you think that's another thing too. If you think you coming to this truth, and the more you gonna receive is riches, fame, glory, and shit like that, then you confused anyway. You already confused, man. You see what I'm saying? You into it for the wrong reasons, really. Like, you know what I'm saying? That when he increase you, increase that knowledge, increase your, you know what I'm saying? Increase the things to allow you to be able to increase your spirit more to allow you to understand more for you know, your purpose, right? What you set here to do, not what you want to do. That's the thing people don't go. You got to give up your way. Now, your way is not the way, how about you outside, right? Got a quick precept while I think about it. You got something? Isaiah 55. Isaiah 55, verse 8 and 9, right? It says, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, said the Lord Yahweh. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts, man." So therefore, man, you don't need to question him, man. He in the heavens, he's seeing it all, he's controlling it all, man. So whatever you're going through, you need to pray without ceasing, right? You know what I'm saying? Understand that what you're facing is the will of Yahweh Shah, and he's going to put you through as long as you put your trust and faith in him. I got another scripture I was going to bring out earlier, but then got Matthew 12, right? It kind of goes with what we were talking about earlier, right? When I was talking about Yahweh Shah, right? We're talking about, you know, basically, you know, we ain't trying to get in this truth for no reputation. We ain't trying to get in this truth for no fame, no glory things like that. Because we know Yahweh Shah made himself with no reputation, right? So in Matthew 12, I'll start at verse 15, it says, "But when Yahweh Shah knew it, he withdrew himself from thence, and great multitudes followed him. He healed them all." Right, so they want to destroy him, but he said he healed them all. So he doing marvelous and he doing marvelous works, man. You know what I'm saying? He doing great things. And really, how about Shah? They want to destroy him, right? He said and charged them that they should not make him known, so he ain't want no reputation, right? We ain't getting this truth to try to get on no interview, no attitude, no things of that nature, because we don't want reputation, man. You know what I'm saying? Through the spirit, how about Shah? The elect gonna know it, and the men gonna understand who we are. But you know, we also gonna be hated by many for his name's sake, right? But at the same time, we ain't making ourselves for no reputation, right? He said that it might be fulfilled which was spoken by Isaiah, which is Isaiah the prophet saying. And this is the breakdown that the Roman I did on Isaiah 42, right? Because it says right here, right? He says, "Behold, my servant, whom I have chosen, my beloved, in whom my soul is well pleased. I'll put my spirit upon him. He shall show judgment to the Gentiles." Talking about Yahweh Shah, right? Because at one point, all of us was lost, right? All of us was in that Gentile state of mind. But when Yahweh Shah brought that light to us, he brought that the understanding of this 100% truth through the will of Yahweh Shah, right? That brought us back to the light. That made us focus again, made us return back. You know what I'm saying? That's why he said, "The ones who believe on me, believe not only on me, but believing on him who sent me also." But that's also why he said, if they don't believe in me, they don't believe in the one who sent me. Because the ones who believe, we believed in Yahweh Shah. We understood that the Father sent his Son and lightened him through the Spirit of Yahweh Shah. We understand these things, right? But the point I'm trying to get to is said, "He shall not scribe nor cry, he shall any man hear his voice in the streets." Once again, he ain't want to make himself no reputation. You want to going around like, "Oh yeah, you ain't see me make the blind dude see again. You ain't see me bring dude up. Oh yeah, you ain't see me. That was me. I did that." I was trying to separate yourself from them, man. That's that we gotta understand, man. You know, we ain't making ourselves no reputation out here, man. It's gonna be hard. For this truth, we'll go down to the bottom pit for it. But we also know what they say in Sirach chapter 2, man. You know, in our later days, we're gonna be increased, man. We're gonna be raised up when we get to that kingdom.
I had a precept. I was looking for this before you brought that out, but I couldn't find it first. But this is really just going into, again, you know what I'm saying, with the, you know, with the increase, you know what I'm saying, things of that nature. Yeah, I just wanted to read this because I like this one scripture, but it isn't really lengthy. But Sirach 11 and 18, right? And again, this just goes into that, you know, what I read earlier about, you know what I'm saying, kind of sent to a lower state, man. Verse 18 says, "There is that waxeth rich by his weariness and pension, and this is his portion of his reward." So he's saying there are people, you know what I'm saying, who may have a bit of increase by, you know what I'm saying, worrying about everything and, you know what I'm saying, pension, you know, things of that nature when it comes to money, right? Verse 19 it says, "Whereas he said, I have found rest, and will not eat continually of my goods, right? So just, you know what I'm saying, that, and we know not to think, you know what I'm saying, that you have found rest. Or why? We know this is not our rest, right? So to continue on, it says, and yet he knoweth not what time shall come upon him, and that he must leave those things to others and die, right? So when you worried about gaining things in this world, you worried about gaining all the material things and things of that nature. You're not understanding. You could die the very next day, hell, the next hour. You know what I'm saying? You don't understand these things, and so you really working up nothing. You know what I'm saying? There is no reward in that. You go to work, you do all these things, you want to save up and all this, and now you think you're good. The very day that you may buy that brand new truck, you're gonna die the next day. You ain't gonna be able to enjoy it, right? You know what I'm saying? So verse 20, or I skip to I'll skip to 24. It says, again, say not, I have enough and possess many things, and what evil shall I have hereafter? In the day of prosperity there is a forgetfulness of affliction. In the day of affliction there is no more remembrance of prosperity. For it is an easy thing unto the Lord in the day of death to reward a man according to his ways, man. So again, you know, when you're gonna be at a higher state, you know what I'm saying, it's easy to forget, you know what I'm saying, when you was low. When you at low, it's easy to forget when you was high. But at the end of the day, you're gonna be rewarded for the things that you commit in this life, you know, whether you put all your efforts into material things in this life, or if you put all your efforts into serving Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, right? But
what is it? What you reading?
Shirek 11.
Okay.
Verse 27, it says, the affliction of an hour maketh a man forget pleasure, and in his end his deeds shall be discovered, right? Doesn't it say the Lord is going to destroy this place in an hour? So Esau, Edom, you know what I'm saying? When they get destroyed for that hour, you know what I'm saying? They gonna forget all those good things they had, and it's gonna be over for Esau, Edom. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna know nothing but pain. You know what I'm saying? That's all they're gonna know, right? His deeds shall be discovered.
I got a good precept on that top. Ecclesiastes 7, right? And it says, surely the oppression maketh a wise man mad, and the gift destroyeth the heart, right? So a gift destroyeth the heart, man. You know, once again, that's really precept to Proverbs, 30, right? 38 and 8. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get too high. You ain't gonna want to do that no more, right? You know, I remember I'm mistaken, Apostle Harvard, he was reading this, right? And he was talking about how brothers get too high to get too, you know what I'm saying, get rich, things of that nature, right? You know what I'm saying? And now it's time to come to camp. Instead of him coming to camp, I'm gonna send a few $100, $1,000. You know, I gotta go to Jamaica. My aunt passed, something like that. You know, yeah. So I say, man, Elder Pastor Hart said, so I'm gonna take the money. So I'm gonna take the money. I'm gonna tell him, man. Most I said the dead, bury the dead, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's just the point. You know, it was funny when he said it, but it was the point of like people get like that, man. You know what I'm saying? People let money rule everything. Right? And that's another reason why our nation going between the youngest growing up. Because men don't be a real tutor to each other. They let money run them, right? They let, I ain't gonna get my kid this week, but I'll here's some money for him, let him do something. It happened in all ways, and you see it. That's why it's consistent our nation be held down, man. It's consistent. We do the consistent things for our nation to be looking dumb, man. You know, and that's why when you get this knowledge, right? You're able to see these things from outside in. So people make it look good. Oh, why you hate that man? He's sending you money. Or he giving you money. He giving you money. It's all about money. Even with the women today, it's all about money, man. That's what they love. It's all about the money. Right?
Money is the real all evil, man. At the end of the day, we know that's where it all comes from. You know what I'm saying? It's just the love of money. You know what I'm saying? Because like women, you know what I'm saying? It really, like the scriptures say, the reason we all sin, right? So it's really those women, but women love what? Money, you know what I'm saying? So what do they make a man love? Money, you know what I'm saying? That's just the mindset of Jake, you know what I'm saying? Jake always wants the most expensive thing, right? They want the expensive clothes, name brand, all this, which again, you know what I'm saying? You can have these things, but it's a balance, you understand? You can't let that control you, right? If you let it control you, that's going to become your master. And off that point, Luke 16 and 13, it says, no servant can serve two masters. For either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve the Most High and Mammon, man. So you can't do it. It's impossible. You can't love, you know what I'm saying, money, material things, and then turn around and say you love the Most High. It's not going to happen because they're contrary one to the other. The same with the spirit of the flesh. Right? your flesh gonna constantly want to, feel good. You're constantly gonna, your spirit, not sorry, your flesh gonna constantly want pleasure. You know what I'm saying? Physical pleasure. You know what I'm saying? Whether that be, sexually, materially, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's all your flesh gonna want. Even gluttony. You know what I'm saying? Just eating all damn day, right? That's strictly your flesh, right? But when your spirit is gonna say it's gonna be contrary. Your spirit gonna say, I don't need to eat all that. I don't need to be with this woman. I don't need to buy this thing, right? They're contrary one to the other, man. So you cannot do both.
Quick preset to another point on that is like, people gotta understand, right? They see these rappers, they see these drug dealers be famous, things of that nature. Like they be seeing they be having all this money and they be glorified, right? Because once again, the money is what's glorified. But you gotta understand, hey, spirits on the right hand side and spirits on the left hand side, right? Matthew 5:45, right? It says that ye may. I started verse 44. It says, "But I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you." He says that ye may be the children of your Father which is in heaven, where he maketh his sun to rise on the evil and on the good. He sendeth rain on the just and the unjust. You gotta understand, just because you see it be killing me, because you will see a lot of these dudes, you know what I'm saying, they'll do a lot of things that nature. Then you'll see how the post out of nowhere, oh, I want to thank God, what I want to have this, I had to stay down, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? And they be thinking, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, that's the righteous standpoint. Then you got the youngest who see it, ain't had no guidance, ain't had no type of direction. They see that, they automatically think, oh, that's the way, that's what I gotta do. Oh yeah, I know that's God gonna bless me in that standpoint. But you gotta understand, you know what I'm saying? The Most High reign on the just and the unjust. Yeah, he'll put you in that position, right? But guess what? You ain't nowhere near close to Yahweh Shah. You ain't got this knowledge. You ain't got the truth. So guess what's gonna happen when like brothers talk about, when these seasons changing, right? And it's getting close to that door. What's gonna happen when Yahweh Shah when Yahweh Shah come down here ready to destroy this place, right? Because even think about it. The first time when Yahweh Shah came down here, what did he do? He came down here with the message, right? That's why we out here right now to tell you, hey, but it's getting that time, man. Tighten up, you know what I'm saying? Summer is not. You feel me? It's getting to that season to where it's already. You see a lot of sifting going on, right? Brothers winning the truth, brothers see thing. You see a lot of people getting sifted out, a lot of people falling out. A lot of things happening, right? So now you got to really start understanding, like, hey, it's time. We giving that warning. Ezekiel 3:17, we're giving that warning to get right. And that's what Yahweh Shah to do the first time, to give us that message, to give us that light. Hey, return back. The things y'all doing, the way y'all living. You got your own power. You got your own God. You got your own nationality. You got your own ways and customs. Return back to ours, right? But you got to understand. You got to see how they did them, right? So Yahweh Shah say, let me see. Right here, so verse 42, it's like Isaiah 42, verse 14, right? It says, I have long time holding my peace, right? I have been still and refrained myself, right? Because he ready to come back and destroy this place. You know what I'm saying? That's why he told the ones, man, you're gonna die your sins, man. Y'all don't return back, y'all don't listen to me, right? Y'all, especially Esau, Edom, what he gonna do to them? But for the Jake, you know what I'm saying? That's why judgment gonna start in the house of Israel, man. Jake, who spitefully used them, the same ones from back then, they here today, doing all that, playing with the Most High, scoffing the Most High name, scoffing Yahweh Shah, playing around with him, joking around, doing these things, right? He said, I have long time holding my peace, I have been still and refrained myself. Now will I cry like a travailing woman, right? It's another precept that talk about it, right? How a woman, she pregnant, right? When she pregnant, and when she have her bath, I forgot the precept. It's talking about, she ain't too much thinking about after how the pregnancy went through. She delivered it now, so now she able to let go, right? That's how Yahweh Shah said. He said, wait, right? He said, I will destroy and devour at once, right? That's how Yahweh Shah said, right? How that woman, when she in that, she having that labor, she let go of that baby, it's coming out.
I think.
I think it's, let me see.
I think it's Thessalonians. The woman she in travail with child.
Yeah.
I think. Not sure.
That's the one too. You talking about piece of safety? That's one too. I want to say it's another one.
Yeah, it is another one.
But while I'm looking for it, but not to get quiet, but like so like a woman when she pregnant, right? She having that, she going through that labor, she feeling all these things, she ready to have the baby. That's how Yahweh Shah sitting, man. Like, hey, know what I'm saying, hey, Father Howard, let me go, let me go get him, right? But you know, and when that time comes, hey, we know, you know what I'm saying, once that door open, Yahweh come out, right, man, it's over with, man. You either gonna be on this side or that side, and you better choose what you gonna do, man.
Oh, I get you. This is book of John 16.
16, I got to highlight it too.
John 16 and 21. You want me to read it for you?
Really, we can start at verse 20, for real.
John 16 and 20, it says, Verily, verily, I say unto you, that ye shall weep and lament, but the world shall rejoice.
They happy down here, right? We keep going, right?
And it says, and ye shall be sorrowful, but your sorrow shall be turned into joy.
Well, we just telling you the whole time, shit gonna be hard. You know, shit gonna be hard down here. But guess what? That sorrow gonna be turned to joy. Cause we gonna be happy when that sky hill. We see the chariot, we see the sky filled with chariots and Yahweh shall coming down here. We happy for that. We waiting on that. It's like the brother said earlier. Do we really want it to get better? You know what I'm saying? We can stand this. We can stand this affliction till that time come. But we keep going on.
Verse 21, it says, a woman when she is in travail have sorrow, because her hour is come. But as soon as she is delivered of the child, she remembers no more the anguish.
So just like I was saying earlier, you know, now she going through them, like she having out labor pains. I forgot. It's called trimester, right? I remember when my girls played trimester 1, they throw up a lot, they go through it. Trimester 2, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get the order, the pillows, things of that nature. Her back start getting heavy. Then you get trimester 3, where now if it's a boy, they start to drop. But if it's a girl, you know what I'm saying, his stomach lift up most. Now she get to that point, but now she ready to let go, right? That's how Yahweh at that point where he ready to let go, man. You know what I'm saying? He done been through, they done persecuted. You know what I'm saying? Dan, what he say, Luke 18:7, right? Should I not avenge my elect who cried day and night to me? We in that trimester 2, man. We getting out here. We going through these persecutions for Yahweh. He ready to come avenge us, right? He ready to come bring that vengeance on all these people who, even Jake, right? You know, our main enemy Esau, right? But Jake too, who out here be scoffing and doing all these things that nature, right? But you keep reading on.
It says, I'll start a little bit up again. It says, she remembers no more than anguish for joy that a man is born into the world. Ye now therefore have verse 22, it says, and ye now therefore have sorrow, but I will see you again, and your heart shall rejoice, and your joy no man taketh from you.
So we gonna now have sorrow. We're gonna have sorrow in this. When you increase knowledge, you're gonna increase sorrow. You know what I'm saying? That comes with separating yourself from family. That comes with the afflictions, the pain we gotta face for being in the truth. But it's all part of it, right? But we're gonna have that joy, because guess what? We're gonna be increased at our last end, right? Yahweh gonna come and avenge us. That's what people gotta understand, right? The things we face, we've been told us we're gonna be persecuted and hated for his name's sake. Because you not of this world as I was not of this world. You know what I'm saying? How he did the prophets before us. And those prophets back in the day, still never left their lot, those same spirits here. But we got to understand, right? Hey, we're gonna face these things. It's gonna be hard for us, man. But at the end of the day, hey, no man gonna be able to take that joy away from us. But we gonna have the last laugh, man. We're gonna have the last laugh, man. And when that day comes, we gonna have the last laugh. Like, hey, told you I didn't want to listen.
I got a quick point on something you spoke about earlier when you were saying, when they come to the riches, they don't see a point in serving Yahweh Shah. They think, well, if I come into the truth, am I gonna get $20,000? Am I gonna get this? Am I gonna get that? Like, they don't see a point, right? They want that quick money. They see, you know what I'm saying, like you said, like they see Jake, quote unquote, flourishing in the world. You know what I'm saying, getting his money, doing things of that nature. And they think, oh, I want that. You know what I'm saying? They say, I want to be like you, and that's how I go in the world. You growing up, you know what I'm saying, you see your homeboy, you know what I'm saying, on the corner, he got a nice little car. I want one too. You know what I'm saying? How I get that? You know what I'm saying? That's the spirit of Jake, right? So it's Job 21 and 13, right? It says they spend their days in wealth, and the moment go down to the grave, right? Because that's basically what I read earlier in Sirach 11, right? They spend their days in wealth, right? They got a little bit of money. You know what I'm saying? They got something in this world, but it says in a moment go down to the grave, right? All that shit gonna be left, right? Verse 14, it says, therefore they say unto the Most High, depart from us, for we desire not the knowledge of thy ways. Right there. But like I said, they say depart from us, right? They don't want to know the ways of the Lord. They don't want to get to know, what I'm saying, the laws, statutes, and commandments. They don't want to do these things, which we know. But which we know, you know what I'm saying, it's impossible to follow the laws, statutes, and commandments to a T, right? Perfectly, right? But you have to strive, right? And they don't even want to do the little things, right? The small things that you can do, like not eating certain things, or not getting another tattoo, right? Those are things that you can take control of, but they refuse, right? Verse 15 says, "What is the Almighty that we should serve Him, and what profit should we have if we pray unto Him?" And so that's the spirit of Jake. If they're not getting physical profit, if they're not getting some money, if they're not getting a free car, if they're not getting anything, then guess what?
It is vain to serve. It is vain to serve Yahweh. And what profit is it that we have kept His ordinance, and that we have walked mournfully before the Lord Yahweh of hosts?
It said it is vain to serve the Most High, man. Vain meaning what? Pointless. You know what I'm saying? Empty. It doesn't mean anything. They're saying it is vain to serve the Lord, man. Why? Because there's no profit. There's no, like, because again, when you come to this truth, you gotta understand, you're gonna be chastened. You're gonna go through things. You're gonna be at a lower state, right? You have to understand these things. But to them, they say that's not worth it, right? Because we know, you know what I'm saying, our reward is coming in the next life, right? Our reward is coming in the kingdom of heaven, right? And that we know that's way more valuable than anything you can get here, right? Anything you get here, again, that's that corruptible crown. But we search for an incorruptible crown, something that cannot be destroyed, something that cannot be taken away.
Just a quick precept on that point. Matthew 19:23, right? It said, then said Yahweh to his disciples, "Verily I say unto you, that a rich man shall hardly enter into the kingdom of heaven. And again I say unto you, it's easier for a camel to go through an eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of Yahweh," man. So, it's, you know what I'm saying? And I was always thinking about, as I was reading that, meditating on it just now, I was thinking, Elder Zakba, he had brought out I forgot his name, you know, I quickly might find it in my notes. It was an Israelite man. He had riches, right? It was an Israelite man. He had riches as well. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta understand, like, we're not telling you, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, we ain't telling you that you can't go out here and, you know, make yourself a way, you know, out here. You know what I'm saying? You can do that, right? But you gotta understand, right? It comes to a point. I mean, the video you had sent me, right? When I first came home, I was talking to you and Uncle Cone a lot about, you know, if I want to go back to school or not, right? You sent me the video that was talking about how, you know, you can have you a business, you know, you can have you this and that going on, but is you gonna be ready to compromise when that day comes? You're gonna be ready to give it up, right? But a lot of brothers ain't gonna be ready to give it up, and that's why when it comes to these riches, you gotta understand. Like, people think when we tell them, well, you come in this truth, you got $1 million, you gotta empty your bank account on the streets tomorrow, and you can't have it. No, you just gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have that understanding that none of this means nothing. And a lot of people don't have that understanding. They still got that fleshly mindset of thinking, like, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna go with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have it forever, right? But you gotta understand, the only thing we're gonna have forever is knowledge, is truth, right? The spirit. Everything else gonna be done away. Everything else gonna be gone once. You know what I'm saying? If a ball poke your vein the wrong way, all that you got today gonna be gone tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So, but people don't have that understand that. They still be so stuck in the ways of thinking that, you know, this was gonna stick with me, right? This is gonna stick with me, and, like, you know, but they just be confused in that standpoint, and it's sad to see our nation that way, but, you know, that's just how it is with our people, man. You know, money rule them, fame rule them, you know, all these other things rule our people, other than this truth. How about shot? You know, people seem more glorified down here. They wouldn't want to. No, not saying we care about it, but no females wouldn't want to talk to us. Let a few drug dealers walk by with a couple dollars hanging out their pocket, pull up a fancy car. They gonna want that. That's what they love, right? But that's just how confused our nation is, man. That's why you got a lot of kids out here without fathers. That's why you got a lot of kids out here who growing up jail 15, 16 years old. Cause why? It started with the mothers choosing these men who's going off. Then the men ain't even remember themselves men and let the woman control them. You know, it's all backwards, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything is out of course. Earth is out of its course. You know, starting with Esau, Edom, even all the way down to Jake, man. Everything is out of its course down here.
Like you said, man. Like, is that the same account where he was talking? He was talking to that rich man. He was like, you know, so why don't you have a phone with me? He was like, well, what must I do? Is that same
I'm
account?
gonna see if I can find it real fast. I remember because Elder Mazapa was talking about that, but if you got, you can bring that out as well too. But he was talking about it was a rich man. He was an Israelite. Let me see if I can find it. It was recent when I watched it.
I was talking about the scriptures you had.
Yeah, Matthew 19.
Yeah, is that the same one?
Let me go back to it. To the court.
The point being, you know what I'm saying, you got, like you said, you can have these things, but you got to be ready to give it up at any point in time. You know what I'm saying? You start to love, again, let's say fornication. You start to love these things more than you love your house shot. If you're not willing to give it up for your house shot, you know what I'm saying? If you're willing to get that MOTB, you know what I'm saying? If you really get that C hill, you know what I'm saying? Then you know you completely off. You know what I'm saying? You love that thing more than you love the Father. But
even a quick point, but like that even goes into the title at hand, man. Seeing something is not right. So like when you see it, when it's getting closer and closer to these times, like that's when you should start preparing more. Like, you know what I'm saying, just so sport instruments, right? You know, when the springtime is around, that's when you lift heavy. You know what I'm saying? We do all the heavy weights. We working out 24/7 every day. You know what I'm saying? Then you get to the summertime, we doing conditioning, we running, we balancing our weight out. You know, we done got hella strong, hella heavy. Now we gotta balance it out through our body. Then now we get the fall camp. That's when we back to working on tackling and doing football stuff. But this whole time we ain't did nothing football, right? You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to this, man, you gotta see when these times get near and near, like with that MOTB. If you got this money now, right? You got all these things now. When that MOTB that chip come, man, you ain't gonna be able to do nothing with that money if you don't got that chip. So if you gonna be ready to get that money up, you gonna be ready to give all that up and say, fuck it, nah, I ain't getting that chip. It don't matter, I can have all that. Or you gonna take that chip so you keep the riches, man. No way.
Real quick, and that's why the prophecy of the first shall be last and the last shall be first. It's gonna happen on this side, and that's even going to Isaiah 4:1. This is like you said, the people who got the money and the fame and the status now, they're gonna be put last. Like you said, they're gonna be required to take that chip, or they're gonna be required to bow down. Eventually, everybody gonna be on the same playing field, but the elect. You know what I'm saying? And the elect gonna be put on the pedestal. Because why? Lord said, I should make a man more precious than fine gold, because why? We're going to have the wisdom and knowledge. So it's like, eventually we're going to get our glory. Eventually we ain't going to need that money, so, hey.
I was just going to bring out that scripture when I was talking about that. This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 9 and verse 24, right? It says, know ye not that they which run in the race run all, but one receiveth the prize. So run that ye may obtain, right? Because look, you gotta understand, there's only 144,000, judges and rulers, and along with the great multitude, the rest of the 1/3, right? So you gotta make sure you make your call into the election sure, right? That's what we're doing, you know what I'm saying? Because we can't make ourselves that number and say, I can't sit here and stand on my 2 feet and say I'm a member of the elect. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I try my best, I run, you know what I'm saying? So that way I may be able to obtain, right? That's what you gotta do. Verse 25, it says that every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we are incorruptible, right? We don't really care about, you know what I'm saying, being having masteries and things of the world. No, we want to be a scholar in his truth, right? We're searching for that incorruptible crown, right? 26, it says, I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so far as not as one that beateth the air, right? We're not doing this, we know we're not doing it for no reason, like the scriptures tell you, our labor is not in vain, right? We understand that there's things that come after this, but you gotta understand, you might not receive a cold cut physical reward right here and now, right? These things, we just know that will come. 27, it says, but I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway, man. So you gotta bring your body into subjection. You gotta understand. You gotta abstain from things. Yeah, of course, the flesh is gonna take pleasure in doing shit. It's a lot of shit I can name, but the flesh is gonna take pleasure in doing a lot of things in this world. But you gotta understand, you have to refrain from it. Why? Because that's gonna help the spirit. That's what's gonna get you closer to your That's that work you gotta put in.
So I was look for this precept. What y'all see, I said earlier, just how people got that, they got this money and things that nature. You know what I'm saying? Last shall be first, and the first shall be last, right? You know what I'm saying? Because how in Deuteronomy 32, Yahweh said itself, right? I started verse 28, right? He said, "For there are a nation void of counsel, neither is there any understanding in them." He said, "Oh, that they were wise, right? That they understood this, they would consider their latter end, right?" So the elect, right? The ones who understand this, the ones who ain't chasing after this glory and fame right now, we consider our last end, right? So I was actually this precept kind of go off what I was reading earlier, Ecclesiastes 7, right? Ecclesiastes 7, verse 8, right? And I was going to read it, but I didn't read it. It says, "Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in the spirit is better than proud in the spirit," right? So better, the ending of it, right? Because why? Shit, you gonna when you get in the truth, you can really understand like this shit going on down here ain't nothing, right? We really waiting on the ending of this. Like we focus on the ending of this kingdom. That's why we prophesying against this kingdom, man. We focus on the end of this shit, man. We ain't worried about what come with this kingdom and none of that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't worried about how it started because we know what's going on. We know it's all a lie down here. You know what I'm saying? We know Esau don't do nothing but fill this place with lies while Babylon represent confusion. Right, everybody out here lost and confused, right? We wait on this shit to end. It's like if when you in class, and your teacher teaching, right, and you ain't understand shit. She said, "How you doing?" Like, bro, I'm just waiting on this bit to end, bro. I'm waiting on this bit. I'm ready to go. You know what I'm saying? How we looking at this kingdom like, oh, but this shit is dumb now. We wait on this shit to end. Like, we ain't worried about nothing that's going on down here, right? But
this kingdom's ass backwards, man.
But to finish it off, that was really kind of it right there. But I'll read 29 again, right? It says Deuteronomy 32:29. "Oh, that they were wise and that they understood this," like the brother was saying, right? In that ending, right? When them boys get brought down to that, everybody on that same plane level except the elect, right? Because why? Because we was wise in the beginning, right? We understood. We stood through the ending, right? We understood this knowledge. We got this knowledge. We got this understanding, right? He said they would understand this. They would consider the latter end. Once again, we consider the latter end, man. We ain't focused on the riches and things of that nature. We ain't focused on this bullshit that Esau throw out, these devil devices that the world try to make it seem like we're supposed to have, right? The riches, all that shit. They make it seem like we're supposed to have that, but it's not for us. Not down here. We gonna get ours when our time comes, right? That's why you gotta pay attention to these signs, pay attention to the thing that's coming, right? Because you gonna really start understanding all this shit you got is coming to an end. It's coming to an end slowly, man. But you don't see it though. You know what I'm saying? You think it's be safe. You think Trump making shit smooth for you and everything, right? But you gonna really start to see more and more how this shit finna get worse and worse, man. Shit gonna keep getting worse and worse. And all that money and all that shit you got, all them likes you get on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever it is, TikTok, ain't none of that shit gonna save you, man. It ain't gonna be nobody, it ain't gonna be no making no post on Facebook about the police pulling you over and you getting a million likes about it and everybody trying to do a petition for you. Hell no, it ain't gonna be none of that, man. It's gonna be grass. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got this truth, and it's gonna be hard for the elect as well. It's gonna be hard for the elect as well. But guess what? You know what I'm saying? What the Most High say in that time, you don't think for what to say. The Most High give you that. In that time, think for what to do. The Most High can give you that, right? But if he ain't dealing with you, what's gonna happen, man? You just gonna be set. You gonna be set for that judgment that's to come. You gonna have to face what. You gonna have to face what come with it, man. But
we got a couple precepts just to back you up. This is Matthew 24, and I started at 1, and it reads, "And Yahushua went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple. And Yahushua said unto them, See ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down." And like the brother was going into, man, like, everything here, eventually all this shit gonna be cast out. Eventually everything here gonna be thrown down, man. So, you like the brother was saying, you can work hard as you want to here, but it ain't gonna get you no further. You feel me? No further here, but the elect go starting on this side. The elect gonna get that glory. The elect gonna get that fame. The elect gonna get that recognition, man. Because you gotta understand where is 100% truth coming from. Where is his wisdom? Ultimately, it's coming from the heavens, but through who? Through the men of the Lord, through the elect, man. I got one more, but go ahead.
Oh, no, I was about to say that. You feel me? And like, why his ways are plain into the holy and stumbling block to the wicked. Because when you really understand, we've been quoting Matthew's. Well, not Matthew. I think it is Matthew when they say the last shall be first, the first shall be last.
It is.
But you know, like that scripture just what brother just said. You feel what I'm saying? You know, y'all when it come down to it, y'all despise. You see all these people despising it. They're despising the Israelites. You feel me? The ones who return back to the when it come down to it, y'all never gonna be the ones y'all trying to run to find out everything. Y'all ain't gonna be trying to get on Brett video figuring out how he made that $1 million. He give y'all example video. You feel me? Y'all ain't gonna be trying to.
That's what you gonna say. You on point, because in that time, Jake gonna realize, these 2/3, all right, these women, everybody gonna realize the only thing that mattered was this. You know what I'm saying? The OnlyFans, the 20 versus 1, all this YouTube, Instagram, all this shit. You gonna realize didn't that matter but the truth. Didn't that matter but but the elect, man. And that's why in the kingdom of heaven, that's why I said, paraphrasing, you're gonna have those who are called least in the kingdom, and you're gonna have those who are called great, because the people who bear on this side, your entertainers, your boxers, your rappers, your YouTubers, your multi-millionaire real estaters, who blah blah blah. These people gonna be these people gonna be our toys in the kingdom. These people gonna be the people we use for entertainment or for for our luxury or whatever it may be. But Malachi 1:4 and it reads, whereas Edom said, we have impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. So, this place was never set up to be, forever. This place was never set up to be a place where the elect could thrive, man. All right, so it says, roughly paraphrasing also, if the Lord didn't come back when he does, then no flesh shall be saved, man. If the Lord don't come back when he do, Esau gonna wipe everything and everybody out. He like a damn disease. It's like a plague, man. You know what I'm saying? Like if he touch you, that's it. Like if he get a hold to you, that's it, man.
Got a quick precept on that. Isaiah 24 and verse 4, right? It says, the earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth.
Man, what the hell was that? Man, your hot chocolate on?
Wait, they ended by itself.
Right.
What's that? Error.
Yeah. No, that's another video. That's the video we have now. That's crazy.
It's like uploaded by itself. That's crazy.
Do y'all want to do it ending real quick then?
Yeah.
We'll go back live about 10 minutes.
How long was that? About an hour 30?
Yeah, about an hour and a couple minutes.
It's like an hour.
I'm gonna just go live.
That's how I had to do my video yesterday. I was telling y'all about like when I usually combine iMovie when I put my one on iMovie, it don't even play no sound, so I had to upload them separately. Talking about Esau.
Right, no, for real. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't flag this shit, bro.
He's talking about Esau, that shit down.
They definitely coming down on that.
We tell them, yeah, to talk about us. They keep us supposed to, yeah, this is security for years.
Yeah, we'll just pick back up where we was at. We'll go from there.
Let's start back up. Isaiah. So basically how we were saying is we start really going into how how Esau destroying the earth, man. You know how they played everything. That's why the Most High say in Isaiah 14, hey, when they knock out the rulership, even the trees gonna rejoice. Everybody gonna be happy because they destroying the earth, right? So he says the earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languish, right? And the word languish, not mistaken, it just mean like weaken, right? Let's switch it up real fast. Yeah, so word language means, right, like I said, mean weak, feeble, right? Making it weak, right? So get back to it. Isaiah 24 verse 4, right? It says the earth mourneth and fadeth away, the world languish and fadeth away. The hardy people of the earth do languish, right? The earth is also defiled under the inhabitants thereof, right? So we know, Esau, they destroyed everything. He said because they have transgressed the laws, right? They changed the ordinance and broken the everlasting covenant, right? And this goes into Elder Pastor Rumlau was breaking this down. This goes into he did a lesson on the earth Sabbath, right? Go to it real fast. So I don't quote it wrong, but in Leviticus, let's see. I'm gonna say go to it real fast, but the earth Sabbath, right? So we know on the earth got a Sabbath. So on the 7th year, you don't post the like when the fruit grow on the trees there next, you don't you can eat off of it, but you don't post to like take it and put it in your barn, things that nature. You don't supposed to gather it up. You don't supposed to be out there still out there trying to plow the grass, do all that things of that nature, right? Because the earth got its own immune system. The earth supposed to replenish itself. But you see Esau, they out here every damn day. They doing this shit every day, right? He's even going to how the worms, they dig worms up to go fishing, right? And this is the point I was talking about that day. How he was talking about how that's unclean, right? It's unclean how they, but everything it works together, right? Because I think the doodle that the worms let off, that help replenish. It got its own immune system, right? That's why I said earlier everything got its course because Esau destroying everything, right? And farming every day. They destroying the lands every day, even with the pollution, right? With the oil, they go dump the oil in the water. He was talking about how they go dump that in the water, right? And they get like $100K fine, $100K fine, right? But they making millions of dollars off this, so $100K ain't nothing to them, right? They giving that up easy, you know what I'm saying? But that just so you know how Esau be destroying his earth, man. That's how they do it, man. Do it. Oh no, you good.
This is 2nd Ezra 14 and 16. This is 2nd Ezra 14 and 16. It says, for yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen shall be happen shall be done hereafter. For look how much the world shall be weaker through age. Such the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. Right. So again, the world is going to get worse and worse, man. Like you said, Esau Edom ain't doing nothing but chopping down the trees. Like when you gotta think, if you see like pictures of how the earth used to be, you know what I'm saying, way back when, and how could we know how it looked, you know what I'm saying, like in the days that Adam or Abraham walked on the earth. It was probably beautiful, you know what I'm saying, but now you don't see nothing but a bunch of industrialization. You see all these buildings, pollution, all these things, bro. You got these trees, these single trees right here in front of us. They look, you know what I'm saying? They look like they're going through a rough time, which they are because of Esau Edom, man. This is probably nothing but green grass, just a green land all through here, man. But Esau Edom want to, they that's just the spirit they in, man. Just destruction. That's their spirit. But
book of Sirach 10 to 8, man. That's why this kingdom gonna be translated to another, right? Because all the iniquity, all the horrible things they done to it, right? But I found that by the last Sabbath, right? And I go into it a little bit. Leviticus 25, right? It says, the Lord Yahweh spake unto Moses in Mount Sinai, saying, speaking to the children of Israel, and say unto them, when ye come into the land which I give with you, right? The land, he gave the land of Canaan, right? He says, and then shall the Lord keep. Then shall the land keep a Sabbath unto the Lord Yahweh. 6 years thou shalt sow thy field, and 6 years shalt thou prune thy vineyard and gather in the fruit thereof. And prune, that's what I was saying earlier. They go out there, you cut it off, right? You know what I'm saying? You got the tree right here that's going, you cut it off, you gather up that fruit, gather up that food, gather up things of that nature, right? He says, but in the 7th year shall be a Sabbath of rest unto the land, a Sabbath for the Lord Yahweh. Thou shalt neither sow thy field nor prune thy vineyard. That which groweth of his own accord of thy harvest thou shalt not reap, right? Neither gather the grapes of thy vine undressed, for it is a year of rest unto the land, right? So, like I was saying earlier, right? So when it grow on the 7th year, you can still eat of it. Like you can still go out there, apple. You can still eat it, but you don't supposed to gather it up. You don't supposed to be out there trying to plant and produce more because it's gonna grow on its own, man. It's gonna reproduce on its own. But like we were saying, Esau don't. When you go back to Isaiah 24, 25, right? And that's why it says, That's why it says the earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof because they have transgressed the laws, right? They transgress the laws. They don't abide about nothing that Yahweh said. That's why the brother what he just brought out, man. That's why as it get older, man, it's gonna continue to get destroyed. Like long as they in rulership, man, this shit gonna continue to get destroyed. Cause also like the brother Isaiah said, man, you know, they like a plague, man. They cause everything to be sick, man. They come with all these diseases, come with all these things destroying the earth. You got all this pollution going on with these factories and things of that nature. You know, and it really made me think of the. It's crazy. I was just watching this the movie The Lorax. I watched it with my son down here in New York. It's crazy. I was just thinking about that, man. How he cut down all the trees, and all the animals things got to move out. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy. I was really watching that with my son, but kind of that's how he saw it, man. They destroy everything, man. You know they messing up the Earth's core. They knocking it out of court. That's why you know it's bad out here, man. The air you breathe, you know, that shit getting bad. All type of things, man. They just wicked all around, man. Once again, it's Iraq 10 to 8, man. That's why this earth's got to be. That's why this kingdom's gonna be translated to us, man. We gonna be the next leadership. Feel Romans chapter 8, if I'm not mistaken, 19, right? That's why they everybody line right on the righteous to get in to get back in rulership, man. They waiting on us to come back in rulership. You know, we gonna rule the righteous, you know, through the way how about y'all shot.
Brother, somebody find a closing precept.
Philippians 2 is just something to keep in mind always. Man. Philippians 2, I think we brought it out earlier, or before camp. But Philippians 2 and 12, right? It says, "Wherefore my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. For it is the Most High which worketh in you, both to will and to do good of his pleasure. Do all things without murmurs and disputings, that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of the Most High, without rebuke in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom ye shine as lights in the world." Negroes here, then they cool. But
Kind of living the life.
But like the scripture is saying, man, you gotta work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Like it says, that you may be blameless and harmless, right? And it says in the midst of what? A crooked and perverse nation. So you want to make sure that you do what you gotta do, working out your own salvation, trying to make sure you keep your house in order and cleansing yourself.
This precept, you know, kind of go to the type of the hand, man. You know, on some reason now, right? Say, man, when they ring it, everybody get it popping out now. They have a good time out here, man. Hey, you know, so right here, man, you need to start paying attention to the signs, man. You need to start paying attention to what's going on, man. Because you see, you know what I'm saying? They spring, everybody holly jolly, things of that nature, man. But hey, it's prophecy coming to pass, the things come to pass, and all the prophecy gonna be fulfilled, right? So Isaiah 34 and 16, right, says, seek ye out the book of the Lord Yahweh and read. None of these shall fail, none shall want her mate. For my mouth it has commanded, and his spirit it has gathered them, right? None of these prophecies gonna fail, man. None of these prophecies gonna fail. Everything gonna come to pass, man. So you better pay attention to these signs, man. You better, you know what I'm saying, walk circumspectly, you feel me? You better be what the precept say, it said, let your adversaries be vigilant. Be sober, be vigilant, man. You know, you gotta watch around you, man. Pay attention, man. Cause hey, and guess what? It also said his spirit has gathered them, right? You know, Most High gonna gather the elect. The Spirit of the Lord gonna gather his elect, man. He's gonna gather us up. And we gonna pay attention to these things. We gonna be vigilant. We gonna see the sign. We ain't gonna be worried about nothing that's going on down here, but we're gonna be vigilant to the will of Yahweh Shai, understanding that the seasons are changing, man. And as the seasons changing, man, you better be ready to abide with it, man. You better keep your fire and keep going, cause hey, you don't want to get sifted out this thing, and you don't want to get caught up in that destruction, man.
Hey, man, and with that, Lord, with this camp was edifying. Again, until next time, we like to close out by giving all praise, all honor, and all glory to the Most High. Yahweh, Bahashem,
Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, Shalom, and Shalom to those who elect.
Shalom.